Okay, here's another update to the overspending video. I've cut some more of the material. Let's check it out. Here's a piece of probably black skin India agate. I might have listed it as Brazilian, but I think it's black skin. And it's got some decent patterns to it. Some transparency to them. It's got a few cracks in it though, so we'll see. And there's some punky areas here in the middle as well. But a few decent slabs. Next we have a Brazilian agate. It's got some water line and some fortification. Now I've noticed when I see a stone with a white running through it and kind of going into there, that there's a good chance there's a crystal pocket. And as it turns out, yes, there was. In fact, the other half will be a wonderful specimen. Now, in the first video, I thought that this was a decent moss agate. Well, it turns out it's even better than that. It's more of a plume than a moss, and it's very good and solid material. With some really nice plumes running through it, and they just keep getting better and better as I go through the stone. It's got some transparency to it as well. This should make some excellent cabochon material. So definitely not disappointed with this one. Now these guys are from Morocco. And they had some good potential, and I was not disappointed at all with this stuff. I got some nice slabs of nice reds and yellows. A few fractures in there, but I can work around those. This other Moroccan had visible pattern you could see, and it certainly did not disappoint at all. This has got some great, I don't know, I guess you could call them eyes. Little crystal pocket there in the middle as well. And a decent specimen, although we do have some calcite in there. But again, definitely not disappointed with that one. Now I bought these Mexican coconuts because of the visible blue. This guy, however, was rather disappointing. I tried cutting it from both sides and it just kept getting worse and worse. So, not sure where this one's going to go. Certainly won't be spending any time polishing it. This Mexican coconut also was searching for blue. And got some decent material, got some nice bands, a little bit of red in there, that'll be interesting. And unfortunately, with a lot of blue agate, when you cut it thin, it turns kind of milky. But again, I wasn't too disappointed with this because once again we see this white pattern show up, and sure enough it is the beginning of a crystal pocket. And this one turned out to be a light amethyst. So again, not disappointing. This area down here is pretty bad and broke off of most of the other slabs. Here's another coconut, same thing. I was hoping for blue agate. And I kind of sort of got some blue, but it also turned to amethyst. You can see the beginning of the crystal pocket there. I took another slice and started getting a face, I guess you could call it that. And this guy turned out to definitely be a keeper, although these areas are going to be a challenge to polish. It's still a very nice specimen. Now this material is not part of the original overpurchase, just some additional pieces that I slabbed up. This material is called pigeon blood, and I'm not sure if you can see it in there, but it's the red spots running through it. That's how is the reason it gets its name. And I bought some petrified wood off of a dealer's 50 cents a pound pile. And some of it's not too bad. This area up here is kind of soft and falls apart, but there's some decent pattern down here. And this end piece should polish up pretty nicely as well. Again, from the 50 cents a pound pile, this material is even a higher quality. I think it is from Saddle Mountain, Washington. It looks like it has some of those similar properties. My spray seems to have dried off. It's got some transparency to it. Got some decent wood pattern in there. And it's pretty solid material, so I might actually get some decent cabochons out of it. And of course, a decent end piece for a display piece. lastly, I don't know if this will show up. This is a piece of Obsidian, and the reason I picked it out was because it had some pink rainbow in there. Although this piece isn't showing up anymore, I don't know if these are going to show up on the video or not. There's a little bit of the color. You might even be able to call it Aurora Borealis. And that's it for this version of the video. I hope you enjoyed the content, and thank you very much.